Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have an 18 plus pick a card for you, and it's going to be what makes you hot. So what is sexy and attractive about you? What do people find hot about you? I'm not going to be digging into any particular person. This is going to be what people find attractive about you and hot and sexy and all that great stuff. So we have 4 piles for you today. We have pile number 1 with the CITRINE, pile number 2 with JASPER, pile number 3 with the fire quartz, and pile number 4 with the raw carnelian. If you're new to pick a cards, what you're going to do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box and I will see you all at your reading. Oh, pile number 1, welcome. If you chose the CITRINE, this is for you. All right, you guys, so I am finally debuting my drop. This is our Sex Magic Carnelian Crystal Manifestation Candle. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Literally no pun intended, but pun intended for sure. So this is such a great candle. This is literally, I have been working on this for a while. I've been very excited about dropping it. It is here just in time for Valentine's Day. If you guys want to shop that, it's linked down below. But this one has all sorts of really cool scents. Overall, I would say the scent is fresh and minty, but it has bergamot, cypress, grapefruit, frankincense, and rose essential oils, 100% soy wax, carnelian crystal. So this is great for anyone looking to manifest some good dick into their life, or good sex in general, or needs a sexual confidence booster. Like maybe you've been out of the game and you like have a crush and y'all been talking, you really don't know, but you just need like a booster. And I'm about to boost your self-esteem with this reading. We are gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about what makes you hot, group number 1, and you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be what your person thinks is sexy or hot about you. So this is what people think is sexy and hot about you, and the extended is more specific. We're going to talk about a person. All right, so we have archetype cards. We have the monk and nun, which just makes me feel wrong for being sexual. We have networker. We have ghost, space, rest, mystery. I pulled astrological oracle, and it doesn't have to be that you are this sign, but I'm going to pull like kind of the really hot, sexy energies of whatever sign I pull. So you could be a Cancer, you could have Cancer in your chart, or it could just be that you have this very sexy, like, okay, so Cancers are ruled by their breast. You could have really a nice rack. It could also be that you just have a very sensual, mysterious, seductive kind of energy about you. There's something sort of homebody about you, but in a really like sexy way. And then we have lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. Okay. So, the tea. I feel like what makes you guys hot is the fact that you don't need anybody. Like, you really don't need anybody else other than, ew, what is on my leg? Ew, what is that? Oh my God, that must be Jackson's slobber. I think I should just get used to it, right? I think like you guys just don't need anybody. Like you are not, like you don't care if you ghost somebody. You don't care if you take time apart to rest. You're probably one of those people that's like, sorry, I was napping. You like definitely need your space and take that space. You're not someone that needs anybody or anything of that matter. I feel like you have enough self-reassurance, like you know that you're enough. I think you guys have like your own sort of spiritual practice, And it doesn't have to be like live, like it doesn't have to be like people know you are a spiritual person, like for the world to see, but it could just be that you have a very sentient energy to you. You seem very calm, very zen. People probably describe you as very chill. But at the same time, there's like a sensitivity to you with that Cancer. And believe it or not, people find that sexy. I mean, people like people that are sexy. Not everything has to be like, I'm a bad bitch, dominatrix style. That's hot too, but like, not everyone has to be that way. I think there's a sexiness to being sensitive. And I think that on a deeper level, and I always have to like pull on the deeper level, I don't know why, but on a deeper level, I feel like you guys take your space and you ghost people because you are guarded. So people definitely get that sense from you that you're guarded, but like on the outside of that guard, people think you just like are putting up boundaries, and they think it's hot and they think it's mysterious. And because you're so mysterious and you're such a enigma or a question, it's like, it's very sexy to them. Okay, so you guys could have colorful hair. Like you could dye your hair different colors, or you could try out different hairstyles. People really like that. It's like on one hand, you're this kind of like social butterfly networker. Like you could be someone who knows a lot of people, has a lot of contacts, but you don't like need to use them. You know what I'm saying? Don't need to use them. You could be, like I kind of said, oh, you don't do your spiritual practice like in front of the world. You could. I mean, for some of you, you could be influencers, or you could be quite literally like doing this on YouTube. But I think because you like have your guard up, because there's something very sensitive about you, there's like an innocence that follows. Like people think you're very innocent or coy or candorous. But like, I think some people are like, it's like they know you're not innocent, but you look innocent. You know, like you probably are the biggest fucking freak in the bedroom. The biggest freak. But like you give such an innocent persona, it's even more kinky. It's like even more sexy. Like what? We have the Four of Wands. We have Justice. So you guys could have some Libra in your chart, some Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It's like you could hit people with the Cancer if you are a Cancer sun, but you have that underlining like Libra, like fire energy where you're like, you know what you're doing. So you like look very like homemaker. I'm super innocent and coy and shy, but you're fucking not. And I think people like think that's so hot, especially in a world where everyone is like, you know, so promiscuous, so overly exposed. There's like no mystery. I feel like people really love the mystery when it comes to you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have Strength. Some of you guys could have tattoos. It's either you have like a few or none. Like, I'm hearing some of you are afraid of needles. You guys have a really beautiful face, really beautiful features. You're definitely a heartbreaker. You're someone that like people don't just want to like fuck. They think that you're like a heartbreaker. So they actually, that's attractive to them because like, you know, they want someone who's like, who other people want as well. It almost increases the value. But I feel like you definitely have broken some hearts. And I think that there's this huge energy of like you're on a mission to fulfill some sort of prophecy. And maybe it doesn't go that deep. Maybe it's just like you are working on your career, your money, your own path. Like you have your own sort of thing going on. But it seems like you're very focused in on that. You definitely turn heads when you walk. Like people like will break their neck to kind of look at you. I think people really think you have like a beautiful jawline is what I'm seeing. Very sharp, very dignified. Some of you have really beautiful like just facial structure, gorgeous eyes, gorgeous eyebrows. Where do you get your eyebrows done? Holy shit, sis. Some of you have really beautiful plump lips. You guys have like a very beautiful, poised, gracefulness about you. I'm just like, you know, not putting words in the right way. I feel like people want a relationship with you, and that's why you're a heartbreaker. Like, you didn't ask for them to be all like in love with you and shit, but they just like fall in love with you real quick. And I think that people really, it's like they idolize you, they idealize you, they project their own, like, what they want out of you onto you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you up front are like, oh, I'm this way, but people like will see you in this light and they'll make you like their wifey, or like they want to be in a relationship with you, and you're like, you're either with it or you're not. So I see like you ghosting people, or people getting too attached to you to the point where you're like, okay, I need my space from you. You're too much. You have a lot of people that, and you could have a very spiritual, cleansing, Zen energy. So you have a lot of kind of vampires that are trying to be like on your energy, sucking it up. You guys don't need this candle. I mean, you have really beautiful sexual energy. I mean, you could have this candle if you just like want it, but like you guys don't need it. You have this like natural, beautiful sexual energy about you. You guys are very fit, and it doesn't have to be that you're like muscular. Some of you are very toned, like you could show that you have muscles, but I think it's like you're very you have a really nice body. Man or woman, whoever's watching, you have a really nice shape and body, and people are just like, wait, what and how and what? Like, do you ever see those people where you're like, what, do you even work out? Like, they don't even post like any kind of workout stuff, and you're just like, how are you shaped like that? Just like naturally, just out here banging. You guys have beautiful lips. I mean, I can't seem to like get away from them. And then, like I said, you guys have really nice chest. I mean, that's like what Cancer rules. You guys have a really eclectic style, and you're not afraid to be promiscuous. You have some sort of like Libra rising, Sagittarius rising, something where you're not afraid to show skin, but in like a very kind of graceful way. People find that very sexy, very hot. And it's because you have this very innocent yet dignified confidence to you that is just like emanating vibes of like, I'm a sexual goddess queen. Like, whether you mean to portray that energy or not, you just do. People are just like idolizing you for sure. But yeah, people definitely like, you might just want some like hot sex, and people are like wanting to stay the night. They want like a relationship. You guys could be the type of people that are like, I need my beauty sleep. But yeah, I definitely think you guys, like, because your attention is somewhere else, you almost manifest like the opposite. Like, because your attention is focused in on your work and your career and like actual valuable things, you know, you end up like manifesting people that just like want to wife you up or hubby you up, and like, it's like, I don't want that. And it's like, the more you repel it, the more it comes towards you. But it's like that kind of energy of like, I don't want a boyfriend, I don't want any of this, I don't, and then people are like idolizing you. Some of you could have been dancers, really nice legs. Maybe that's why you have such a beautiful figure. I think people also like that you kind of have an attitude. They kind of think it's hot because it like doesn't match your look. Your look is very innocent. And then you hit them with the sass and they're like, what? But you could have like really beautiful pictures, and like a lot of that content could be on social media, and you have a lot of stalkers and that kind of thing. But I feel like you guys are very like self-sufficient, very secure in like who you are and like what you're doing, and that's super attractive to people. and that's what they find hot about you. All right, group number 1. So I'm gonna extend this and we're gonna figure out like if you have a person, you know, specifically what this person is thinking about you, what they think is attractive about you. That's linked down below. If you want to shop my new exclusive drop just in time for Valentine's Day, that is also linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you, and I will see you guys in the extended. Hello, group number 2. Welcome if you chose the raw Jasper. This is for you. So this is my new Sex Magic Carnelian manifestation candle, and it is a mouthful, no pun intended. I am so excited about this drop. I love Carnelian, and this is a really great candle for anyone trying to manifest some bomb-ass sex into their life, and or for anyone who wants a little sexual confidence booster. I'm not gonna like be a really bad spiritual person and be like, you can write someone's name down and manifest them. You could, but you didn't hear it from me, all right? Okay, if you wanna shop these, that's linked down below. I don't have that many of them. This is an exclusive drop, you guys, but it will come in another variation in a smaller form. So this is an 8 ounce, and then I believe the smaller form is a 4 or 6 ounce. I'll have to double check, but voila. Get them whilst you can, while supplies last, as they say. All right, you guys, group number 2. So we're gonna figure out what about you is so sexy, so hot. And you do have the option to extend. It's pretty juicy because the extension is less general and it's more about what your person thinks is sexy and hot about you. So if you have a person and you want to know, that's linked down below. But this is what people think is hot and sexy about you. So let's start with your archetype. We have the Destroyer. We have the Midas, Miser, and Guide. We have Sword, Make the Change. I pulled some astrological oracle, not to say that you are this sign, although you could be, and I'd be super happy if it aligned up in that way, but just to pull the energies from, well, this is a planet, to pull the energies from it. So this gives me, you guys are great talkers vibes. With Mercury, we have magic, creativity, consciousness, and success. Okay, are we in frame? We're in frame. All right. Nice. Okay, group number 2. So what makes you hot? Someone literally commented, oh, it took too long to get to the answer. Like, excuse me, bruh. I got to it at some point, but what are we supposed to like put out the cards, not even like do the tarot yet and just be like, this is it? Like, it's not that easy. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. For you guys, I definitely feel like you go against the grain in a really cool spiritual way. Some of you guys could be like on YouTube doing tarot cards yourself, or like astrology or some sort of mystical occult thing. I think you guys serve as a guide to a lot of people. It could even just be like in your own personal friendships and kind of family groups. Like, you guys just are like wise old souls, and there's something very like magical about you. You guys definitely vibrate at a higher consciousness than most people, and it's not like people are like, oh, what makes group number 2 sexy is their higher consciousness. But it's just like, you are like an alien, and it's kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? And you're successful in what you do. So there's a truth to what you preach. Like, it's not like you're this weird mystical person that's like on the street yelling at people. You're like actually out here killing it. Like, everything you touch turns to gold. Like, y'all are my Midases, my misers. Hello, hi, I love you. So, and you guys know how to walk the walk and talk the talk with Mercury here. I feel like you guys, that's why I'm like, you could be YouTubers, because it's like, you could be speaking for your career, TED talkers or whatnot. I feel like you guys are just, you're the change. You're like, be the change, make the change, I am the change. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But with Sword, I feel like you guys are not afraid to change. You're very adaptable. You could be an air sign, literally, Gemini or Virgo with Mercury, but just with Sword in general, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius vibes because of that destroyer, you know? I feel like you guys just go against the grain of society. I like love that. All right, what else? What do people find sexy and hot about? Ooh, Magician, Gemini, love. About group numbers 2. Yeah, it's like you guys have like some magical powers of your own. You could be psychic. You could be just like, you could bend spoons with your mind. But there's something about you just come equipped with some sort of old archaic soul knowledge. You, like I said, you have taken old soul kind of metaphor to the next level. Like you guys quite literally are starseeds and light workers. And again, it's not like people, well, some people maybe within your community are like, that's hot, that's a light worker. But like maybe like, you know, maybe generally people aren't like, she's a light worker, he's a light worker, and that's very attractive. Like maybe it's more just like, damn, like, group number 2 just speaks things into existence and they make it happen. It's fucking awesome. So people see you as really like showing what the law of attraction is made of, what it can do. They see you as someone who tends to your foundation. It's like you tend to your crops, like you put things out there and you tend to them, you work for them, you make them grow, you make it happen. So yeah, you speak things into existence, but you also like show the results of that thing, which is awesome. I like love that energy. You guys have a little booty on you too. People really like your booty. And they're also just like, okay, first of all, how are you so fucking wise, but also so hot? Like aesthetically speaking, you guys are gorgeous. Some of you have like really light eyes, dark hair kind of combination. Super ethereal. Like you look like a fucking alien. Some of you guys are really exotic. You guys could have like really cool tattoos. Some of you on your back, your chest, just seeing your thighs, your arms, just tattoos. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I mean, the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. You guys are very focused in on your money. You might be attracted to more than one pile. You might have also been very attracted to group number 1 as well. But yeah, there's just something about you that's very like in tune with Gaia, with Mother Earth, and like you're zen about it. You're like not too preachy, but like you say enough and you have an equal amount of action to align with it. Now I know I'm talking about a lot of like probability type stuff, but that's why I'm like, you must be someone who shares bouts of information to people, like what I'm doing to you, like tarot, like, or TED Talker, like YouTuber or TikToker, I don't know, where you're using that Mercury, or writing even, but there's something where you're like teaching people some shit and really helping them and changing their lives. I mean, I love that. I really do. Hit me up. We have a 10 of Pentacles. And so like, you know, you don't just point to things and preach them. You have like actual, like I said, proof, evidence that you are about your shit. I mean, you guys really live lavish. I think you guys have a very kind of old school queen, king type energy about you. There's something very relaxed and wealthy and prosperous about your energy. You guys just seem very stable and taken care of and fed well and just buying whatever bag you want. I don't know. There's just this energy of like, you're chilling. Goodbye. And people like are like, whoa, like they think that's so hot. They like probably stalk you, your social media. I don't think you guys are that showy though. That's the thing, but people can tell. They can tell you're like loaded. They just think, and what's attractive about it is it's like your earnings and it's your shit. Like there's just something about you that is just very like claimed. Like it's yours. You did that. You did the shit. You guys could wear like crystals around your neck or chokers. You guys have a really cool kind of grungy style, but you like to switch it up with like feminine colors and pastels. It's really cool contrast. Like I said, you guys don't sit in the lines of any category, even when it comes to fashion, but people see you as very like self-sufficient, very successful. Some of you have long hair all the way down to your booty. And so it makes your booty pop even more. People are like looking at your booty like, oh, hello. I think you guys have a really beautiful body. You guys might get your nails done, toes done, lashes done, eyebrows waxed, lips done, whatever it is. You guys take care of yourself. You look well taken care of, I think is what I was trying to say earlier. But there's also something very exotic about you. Oh, excuse me. Hi, this is my desk. Thank you. I have nowhere to put my feet because my dog is under my desk, just sprawled out. So yeah, and it's like people want to like work for you. Literally, like people want to like probably take you out on dates, wine and dine you, or like same sex, they just like want to be your friend. They just like want to work to like impress you in some sort of way. You have this kind of energy where people want to like prove themselves to you, and you didn't like ask them to do that, but they just want to. But yeah, there's something very magical about you, very sentient. You guys have a very creative mind and mindset. You could take really cool photos or have a cool feed or like dress really just artistically and like thrift your clothes, but there's just something very different about you. Yeah. You guys have really nice curves. Some of you could be really tall or you're really petite. It's like you're small or tall. Pick one. But yeah, no, I just feel like people feel like you're a very intense, mysterious, transformative person. And there's something just that immediately people want to respect. And that's very hot and sexy to them. All right, group number 2. So I'm going to extend this, and if you have a person, we're going to talk about what that person thinks is so attractive about you, and we'll see if it aligns with this reading. That's linked down below. If you want to shop these candles, you can. They are officially live, and I don't have that many in stock, so get them while you can, because this is an exclusive drop, but that is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the extended. Hello, group number 3. Welcome. If you chose the fire quartz, this is for you. I really love this crystal. It has like a little stripe in it. It's super cool. All right, you guys. So this is an 18 plus. We're going to be talking about what makes you hot, what makes you sexy. And I just dropped my exclusive line. I'm so excited about this. This is a Sex Magic Carnelian crystal manifestation candle, and yes, that is a mouthful. I'm super excited about this one. This has a really cool scent to it. It's very fresh. It has cypress, bergamot, it has grapefruit, frankincense, and rose essential oil, 100% soy wax. I just started talking about it on my Instagram, and we already have sold quite a few, so get them while you can. And we do have a size variation. This is the only candle that we have a size variation in. We have a smaller one, which I guess I can show. I'll show in the next video, or you can see it on the website. But get these while they are available and in stock. Let's get into it, you guys. So what makes you hot? What makes you sexy? And you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be more specific, it's going to be like a person. So if you have a person in mind, we're going to talk about what they think is hot and sexy about you and see if it aligns with what people in general think is hot and sexy about you. So we have Seeker, we have Queen, Judge, we have Homeward, Taurus, Strength. Hey, come here. Sorry, you guys. We have Faith. Don't do all that. None of that. We have Reflection. And we have Flow. So this is not to say that you are a Taurus, although you could be, and that'd be super cool if it aligns in that way. I pulled Astrological Oracle just to like bring out the sexy aspects of that particular sign. So you could be a Taurus, which is awesome, or have that in your chart, Taurus moon. I don't know many Taurus moons, but the ones that I have known are super cool. I don't know, I just thought I'm like, I don't really hear about Taurus moons that often. Anyway, it could just be that you are a queen, self-sufficient, she's motivated, she's working on her money, she's doesn't mind taking herself out on a date, she likes the finer things in life like candles and she likes good food and good sex, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, let me make sure we're in frame. So we actually have more room than I thought. Okay. All right, so what makes you hot? What makes you sexy? Someone said I take too long to answer the question. I'm like feeling the pressure right now because I haven't even pulled tarot. I'm just like, hold the fuck up. Hold up. I'm trying. Shit. Damn, fucking impatient. I mean, definitely your queen vibes are really what makes you hot and sexy. Like, people love to call themselves a queen, but are they really? No, I think all women are queens, but I feel like people look at you and they're like, yeah, that's a queen. Like, I feel like you guys are very zen, very chill. You go with the flow. You have a really stable energy. You might have been attracted to group number 2 as well. You guys have like a stability that comes across as like a inner strength. There's something about you that's very warrior-like and very strong. I feel like you guys are very balanced, very fair judge of character. What makes you hot to people? What makes you sexy? People really like your décolletage, like your cleavage, and they really like your collarbones. Something about like exposing the nape of your neck is very sexy. I forgot what Taurus is ruled by. I think it is the neck. Are you seriously? So you guys, he has a dog walker now, and I'm just too pregnant to do all that. And he just got walked because the dog walker just handed him to me. And Jackson is trying to act like he did not just get walked. Like he's like trying to manipulate me. But I like set that whole thing up. So nice try. We have Emperor. We have the 9 of Wands. We have Emperor, and I feel like Emperor instead of Empress, which is usually like ruled by Taurus, because you guys are in a kind of masculine dominant energy, and that's not to say, I feel like I always have to put this disclaimer, that is not to say you're manly. In fact, you guys are extremely feminine. It's to say that you're a doer and you like are self-sufficient. Like you'll take yourself out on a date. You're seeking better for yourself. You're in your own type of money. You're your own queen rulership. Like if you were in a rulership, I don't even know where the king is because the queen is the one ruling. Like, so it's just to say that you guys are like this pillar of strength. We have the Nine of Wands, the Three of Cups. What makes you hot? What makes you sexy? Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys could just have really fucking awesome hair. And you guys could switch it up. You like braid it, or you add beads, or you color it, or you dye it, or like whatever, you add flowers to it, whatever it is. You guys might even be all about your hair. Like that might be your thing. So people think your hair is really sexy, or like how you do your hair is sexy. You guys have like tattoos. Some of you have like a back tattoo or like a thigh tattoo, but you have tattoos in really like sexy places that like leave, you know, the mind wondering like where else there might be other tattoos. Jackson, you guys might have really beautiful lips. And a really nice, like, just a gorgeous face. But it's like your lips are like a really dominant feature to your face. In like a good way, not in like a Euphoria season 2 way. And I feel like you guys have like a little booty on you, and people love your little booty. What else? What do people find sexy and hot about you? No, come here. You're not doing that. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not doing that. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you definitely cause like a fucking storm in people's mind. Like you're out here going with the flow, but you make people like self-reflect. Hey, don't make me babysit you. Stop it. You make people like question themselves and like reflect back on like their decision making. You guys really lead by like example, and you definitely have an energy where you're like too good, and not too good in like a snobby way, unless you want it to be in a snobby way, but just like people like find you very sexy and hot, but like people that could be suitors, they don't like even try to attempt approaching you because they know that you're out of their league. So it's kind of this like, okay, you can look but can't touch. Like unlike some of the other piles, and that's not to say they were available or anything, but unlike some of the other piles, the energy here is different because it's like people really know like you're out of their league, which is that queen status. And judge. I feel like to be a judge in the courtroom is hard to do. You know, like there's the lawyers and there, you know, it just, you can't just, not just anyone can be a judge. But my point being is you're at like a level that is like unachievable to most people. So most people like take themselves out of the game, and it causes a lot of people a lot of stress. Now, I don't know why that's what makes you hot and sexy. I'm definitely picking that up though. But it could just be that like you are just kind of inspirational and aspirational. You're a muse. You're like a muse. You're like a movie star. You're like a singer. You're like that person that's really sexy and hot and successful, but like you'll never know them in this lifetime. Like that person. You guys could have be very fit or just be naturally lean and have really nice like abs and obliques. Some of you wear your hair really long. Some of you guys wear like earrings, hoop earrings, bangles, accessories. You love to like accessorize. You guys really love jewelry. You guys have like a really pretty like European styled face, and it's not to say you're European, but you just have like a slender nose. Like you just have really great facial features. You could honestly be a model. For my men out there, you're very like, I feel like you have a really broad chest, broad shoulders. You could be very muscular. There's something very defiant about your jawbone, your jawline, your structure, and your face. You look like you just age well, and that age actually serves you really well. We'll pull one more. Wow. Okay, so you guys pull, I feel like it's like, I don't like getting hated on for like stupid things where I'm just like trying to read with like good intention, because then I start questioning everything I say. But I'm like, I can already hear people like, this is not an 18 plus. And it's like, it's an 18 plus so long as I use an erotic deck with people's titties out. That's an 18 plus. But it's like, you guys, there's more to what people look at you. And I feel like this is a good thing, but it's not just like, sorry, like, it's not that people just look at you and see titties and an ass. And that's, if that's what you want to hear, I don't know, choose a different reader, choose a different pile. But like, it's, I'm not getting those tarot cards, you know? I'm just not. Like, we have 9 of Wands, we have fucking 7 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse. Like, you guys cause a lot more in people's mind than just like, you're hot. Like, you're hot for sure, but there's depth to it, and like, you linger in people's mind. Like, they really don't have a chance with you, and they think about you, and you haunt them, and they like want you, but they all they can do is fantasize about you and obsess over you and watch you and stalk you. You know, it's kind of like, it's more than just you're like this bimbo that's hot and here's why. There's more to it, you know what I'm saying? So if I get hated on for this not being like an 18 plus, then that's just what it is. I'll get hated on. But like, you guys really are more than just like a fucking slut porn star to people. Like, people don't look at you like that. They look at you as someone to be respected, and someone who is untouchable, someone who is a queen, who is fucking strong, who can take care of themselves and take themselves out on a date, and also like seems to be seeking something else from life that is deeper and more meaningful and more profound. You guys have faith. You literally have faith. And oh, he brought me the llama. So yeah, and you know, that's not to say that you guys don't have a nice rack and a nice little booty, but it's just like, along with that, you are like this very different person who is just radiating like this regal feminine energy. You're just kind of like naturally a leader, and you're fierce. You're fucking fierce. You're like Rihanna. Like Rihanna. Before, what's his name? ASAP Rocky. Before, Rihanna before. Like, when she was just like, I don't need nobody. I'm like, you know, and everyone was like, but you're so sexy. Why can't you just be in love with somebody? And she's like, I don't need anybody. Got my businesses and I'm good. That's, you guys are Rihanna. So there you go. That's my reading. Hello, hi, group number 2. All right, you guys. So I'm going to extend this. The extension is going to be like about a person. So if you have a person in mind, we'll see if their dominant energy pops through the reading, and find out what they feel is hot and sexy about you. That's linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy. If you want to shop my manifestation candles, that's linked down below. I love you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome. If you chose the raw carnelian, this is for you. This is my new exclusive drop. It is our sex magic candle, and it is featuring carnelian. It is 100% soy wax. So if you're trying to manifest some dick into your life, or just a confidence booster, some sexual energy, all that great stuff, perfect gift for Valentine's Day as well. This is now live on the shop. You can shop that link down below. Limited stock available. All right, guys, so this is an 18 plus, and by 18 plus, I mean I'm using an erotic deck, and we will try to figure out what is so sexy and hot about you to other people. Group number 3 was very like, it was like their mind was very sexy, and I just felt like people were gonna come for me, but it's just like, I can't always be like, you know, you're a porn star. Like, so it just is what it is. Anyway, you will have the option to extend. The extension is going to be from your person. So if you guys have a person or a person in mind, or whatever dominant energy tends to come out in readings from me or other people, what they find sexy and hot about you, and we're gonna see like what aligns. But let's get into it. What do people find sexy and hot about you? Group number 4, we have child, eternal, angel, flower. I pulled an astrological oracle card, not to say that you are these signs or ruled by these planets, but to highlight and emphasize what they represent. We have love, comfort, and abundance. Okay. So I feel like, let me make sure we're in frame. Okay. I feel like, wow. There's like a beautiful purity and innocence to you guys, group number 4, and people find that very attractive and very sexy, honestly. You have this very Venetian energy. You could be ruled by Venus, Taurus, Libra, or it could just be like you are kind of like just like a lover. You could wear your heart on your sleeve. I'm hearing like Cassie from Euphoria, if you know what I'm talking about. Just like, you're just like a lover. Like you just want to be loved and you're like a lover. People are very comfortable around you. You're very approachable. So different than like group number 3. Unapproachable, but not in a bad way. Just like different energy. All God's children. With soul, you could be very like happy-go-lucky. Leo, you could be very confident, or you could be like an extrovert. You guys could secretly be introverted, but it could be that you're just very bubbly and friendly, and people find that very like attractive and sexy. You guys have these like huge doe eyes. People have probably told you that before, like you have doe eyes. They're just super big and super expressive, and I feel like you guys, like when you squint your eyebrow, like it's really easy to tell what you're thinking just based off your facial expression. Some of you could have really long hair. Some of you could have curly hair, straight hair, but like really long hair. I feel like you guys wear like lighter colors, yellows and whites and beiges and creams and pinks. People just think you're so like angelic. You're just like an angel and you're just like the sweetest person ever. And you know, people do find this hot and sexy about you. People feel like you're very like childish in a good way. Like you have this youthful spirit. And again, it's that candorous innocence where you're not like evil and you're not like manipulative. You're just very like innocent. You might have like an abundance of love, or always having something to give, something to like offer people. Like they come to your house and you're always just like, do you want food? Do you want this? Do you want that? You guys are just like very giving, abundant people. Okay, 4 of Wands. Most people that come into your life feel like very blessed by that. They feel like they were lucky to have met you, like you're their soulmate. And it doesn't even always have to be that deep, especially like on a friendship level. It just feels like because you're so comforting and so full of love and have so much love to give, it just feels like, it feels right. You know, it just feels like, you know, you're a really good person, and everyone feels blessed to have you in their life, group number 4. They just feel really lucky to know you. I think you guys are gorgeous. Again, like you can tell a lot through your facial expression. Some of you could have been dancers and you have like really beautiful, lean, long, muscular legs, really muscular back too. You guys could just be naturally toned, or you could work out and like, you know, work for that. Yeah, 6 of Cups. You guys have a lot of love to give. You guys are very curious and passionate people. Some people think you're a little immature, but like kind of in a cute, silly way. Stop. Why are you in crazy mode right now? I feel like you guys are like you have like a very sexy body, but you're not very sexual with it. And that's not to say that you're not sexy. It's just like you don't need to prove anything, I guess, is the energy. Like you don't need to act like, you don't need to flaunt your stuff and like pop your ass. Like you just kind of are comfortable in your own skin, just being yourself. People find that very sexy. But they see you have like an abundance of love to give. You're like a very loving person. A lot of people miss you, I'm getting. People that are like no longer in your life, or people from high school or like in the past, they definitely miss you. Yeah, abundance for sure. 9 of Pentacles. They just see you as someone who like has a lot of stability, a lot of comfort. You know, you might have really nice things, really nice clothes. You might have like, they come to your place and you have a really nice place, but you're not like flaunty about any of it. You're just kind of like, it's just who you are. It's just how you like to live your world and rock your world. You guys could be animal lovers, humanitarians, like you take recycling to the next motherfucking level. Like the things that people find sexy and attractive about you are definitely different than like the taboo, like, oh, you're, like I said, a porn star, blah, 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 whatever. But no, like people, what they find sexy and attractive about you is just your uniqueness and like your ability to like go against the grain and just sort of be like an alien, but in such a like pure way. Like if you were an alien, you would be like Andromedan, or what are those called? Palladian. You'd be like a Palladian alien. You probably have heard that before, actually, that you're like a Palladian. But yeah, and I feel like people, they also find you to be spontaneous. Like part of what makes you so childish and like eternal and like fresh and youthful is that you're just like down for whatever. You're like, oh, let's go on a road trip today. Okay, cool. Like you don't need to like plan anything. You're just like down for the adventure of life. And like, you're just such a yes person. And like, you're just so open to all these different things. I think a lot of people, because you're so beautiful and look so innocent, they do kind of like fantasize about undressing you or like what it would be like to see you naked. Like you don't give a lot away. Some of you guys could wear like crop tops or really cool like shirts, and like some of you could go to festivals and wear really cool outfits. You do your hair really well. You guys have like really beautiful lips. They're very proportionate to your facial features. You guys have like a kind of a button nose or like a cute nose. You've probably heard that before. Some of you have really gorgeous eyes. Well, you all have gorgeous eyes, but some of you have this like contrast. Some of you wear like an anklet. And like, it's like no one would expect you to have a tattoo, but you guys have like tattoos, some of you. But yeah, it's this thing where it's like you're so angelic, you're so pure, you're so full of love, and like you're a very comforting person to be around. You're very approachable, that they're like, there's no way she has like a tattoo or he has a tattoo. Like, you know, the people don't expect certain things about you, like you have a piercing or this or that, but you do. You like actually do. All right, so that's all I'm seeing here. Group number 4. I'm gonna extend this. The extension is gonna be, you know, what your person thinks sexy and attractive about you. That's linked down below. If you wanna shop these candles, that's linked down below as well. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the extended.